everybody, OldSchoolNYCGamer here once again, and today is going to be my finds, pickups, and trades for the month of January 2015. Quite a bit has happened, a lot of stuff I got, so instead of doing all these separate videos, I kind of rather, seen from other YouTubers, just might as well combine it all into one video and just get it all out of the way. So without further ado, I'm going to be flipping the camera over down to the couch, because there's that much stuff, I can't really put it all on my lap. And let me show you what I got, and let's check it out. Alrighty, everybody, so we're going to be doing this Ashen style. So, there's quite a bit of stuff, so let's get through it. Now, first, I don't want to give his name out, but it's my local friendly competitor, we'll say that. We started going out game hunting together, and he actually had this stuff. Wanted to pass it along to me, so I said, hey, what the hell, I wouldn't mind getting some cool free stuff. I remember seeing this at Classic Gaming Expo 2010, and I didn't hear so many good things about it, so I might do a review of it just to check it out, and that is the Intellivision Plug and Play. This is the second edition, I believe, and it has, you can see right there, well, I don't know if you can see it that well, but it has Astro Smash 2, Beach Volleyball, Crown of Kings, Deadly Disc, Frog Bog, Maze Shoot, Space Armada 2, Space Gunners, so on and so forth. So, yeah, we'll probably do a review of this eventually. So let's go put that over there. So the other really cool thing, I honestly don't have a use for it myself right now, just because I'm not using it too much. But he saw this at a local Goodwill or Salvation Army, I believe. I can't remember which one. And he said, do you want this? And I was like, what the hell? And that is the Atari 410 program recorder. Basically, it's a tape player, proprietary tape player for the Atari 800, 400, 800 computers. Just to show you really quick, if I could do this really fast here. As soon as you open it up, that's what it says right there. And just to really show you, yeah, I mean, this is really, really awesome. I believe it does have a book and a tape in there. See if I can open this up without breaking it. There's got to be a right way or a wrong way to open it, and it's right here. So you can see, as soon as you open it up, it comes with the manual right here, and that's really it. I do believe there's got to be a power cord somewhere for this, so it shouldn't be too hard to find. But it's really cool to have something like this, especially for vintage computing. But sadly, I don't have any kind of cassette tapes or anything like that for the Atari. For stuff like that, I would rather honestly use cartridges, just because a lot of them were more available than they are for the tapes. So that was really cool to get from my competitor. That was really, really cool, and thank you. I know you're watching. I forgot his YouTube name. He actually told me, but I can't remember it off the top of my head. I do apologize for the glare, everybody. That is because I have a light shining down on this thing. So, the other gift I got was from the GamecubeGamer. Actually, I had a bunch of cases for him, DS cases, stuff that he needed for his collection, and he had this. He offered it to me, and if he said I wanted it, I was like, sure. I know I'm probably gonna get poked at fun for this, but you know what? It's a gift. I definitely will put some use to it, and it is. I'm just moving the camera here. Sorry. It is a Nintendo DS Lite, but it's pink. Like I said, I'm not going to rag on it too much. He told me there was no power cord, which is not a big deal. It actually does come with an extra stylus, as you can see right there. But yeah, see right here, just to show you that it works. Let's turn it on. There you go. I could use this for a for a random game, or just as a backup, or I could always use it for parts, because of course you do have the DS battery right here. But it did come with the instructions. A Yoshi's Island. I don't want to show that there's any codes on this thing, but yeah, it comes with a whole bunch of stuff for it, so that's cool to have. If I could find the insert, the actual boxed insert for it, then I know it could be, I could keep that sucker, pretty much complete. But there you go. And thank you, Zach, for that. That's really, really awesome of you. So now, let's get over to the pickups. Oh, I did forget one more thing, everybody. It was another trade I did with RustyFinds. Also, she actually, she was looking for more cases, and I hooked her up. She told me she had this peripheral. She said it wasn't working, and I actually did get it to work with a lot of elbow grease and crazy glue, and I got it fixed. And that was the Nintendo NES Advantage. Basically, she told me that the left side wasn't working, and when I opened this up, and wow, basically, this is spring pushing this up. And if you want to know what it looks like, the teardown of this, you could YouTube NES Advantage teardown. Basically, half of the controller was shattered out. It was broken. I used an epoxy glue from, I believe, Home Depot, which was garbage. I actually had to go get crazy glue for this, and now I tested it. Works great. I don't know if you could see too well. There's some like glue residue right there. Doesn't really hamper the gameplay. I did test this and it does work, so it's really awesome. After a little bit of cleaning and TLC, I got this to work really fine, and yeah, there you go. And the other thing that she hooked me up with here was a copy for the Xbox, Platinum Hits, Odd Worlds, Munch's Odyssey, so I could definitely add that to my collection. There's no manual, but the disc is there. And yeah, so the other thing, if I believe I'm done, is the pickups. So let's go up over to the pickups. Right, the pickups. So, going over to Unique Thrift a couple weeks ago, I saw this and grabbed it immediately. Surprised, I've never seen this specific thing, and they were asking a decent price for it. And you can see right here, $1.99 was a Pac-Man plug and play from Jack Specific. Now, funny enough, I don't know what this is for specifically, why it was a weird design that they did this, but funny enough, the exact same games are on another Jack Specific plug and play that I have in my collection, but this is a different design. When you turn this on, this lights up, this turns on. I did test it and it does work, so there you go. That wasn't a little bad find right there. And let's see, also going over to the local one of the Goodwills. Actually, no, Salvation Army near my job. I saw this and saw the price, and I looked at it, and I was really, really intrigued by it. And you see from all that noise, I'll show you for, can't see that there, $2.99 was Tetris Link. Now, this is definitely a different version of Tetris that I would, or like a board game version of Tetris. I'll show you what I'm talking about. I actually had to... when I was in the Salvation Army, I looked at this, and I actually said it had 100 pieces, and I did count it, so you can see right there, this is the remaining pieces, and this is it. Now think of it as Connect 4. Like I said, it's kind of weird to play this game. Like you have to, you can play up to 4 different players, depending on the color, and you can always block, or, do what you got to do to play this game. But it's really cool. I mean, I actually do dig how they did this. It's definitely, for me, believe it or not, I could use this more as a showpiece in the game room more than anything. But yeah, for $2.99, I was not gonna let this one, pass this one up here. Next off, at a local, one of the local outdoor flea markets that are actually open all year round. I saw these when I was with GamecubeGamer, and they were asking 2 for $5. So I wasn't going to pass these up, especially 2 games I definitely wanted to try out. First one here is Shinobi for the PS2, and it is complete. Disc is in, seen better days, but I know it's going to play. Worst case scenario, I can always go over to a local gaming store, get this buffed out, and it'll work great. And the next game here is Castlevania Lament of Innocence. And you can see that is complete too. And the disc, I can get it out there. Not too bad, a couple of scratches, but that's, not a big deal. So there you go right there. So now, Also, going back over to the Goodwill, this was, I believe, yesterday when I was with my friendly competitor. They had a bunch of stuff. There was a couple of Nintendo Wii lots, and surprisingly, they were asking like $30 for one lot and $40 for the other. And the difference between the $20 and the $30 and $40 lot was one GameCube didn't have the door to the memory card slot, which is ridiculous. But the second lot actually had a Nintendo Wii charging station for the Wiimotes. I was trying to get that, but the guy wasn't budging on it. But through my competitor, he talked to the manager and finally did let this go. He was a little reluctant, let it go. So I grabbed it for $5. I got a classic controller for the Wii. And I'm really happy to get this. It was a little bit filthy, so I cleaned it up. It looks a lot better now. And this is in the display case, and I grabbed this. It is a 6-button third-party Genesis controller. And this also has a turbo on and off, surprisingly. I've never seen this kind of controller before, and it's, I don't know if you can see right there, for 99 cents. And that was, not bad. So I believe for $6.31 or something like that. I got those two, and just today when I got back from the flea market, I saw this. The guy wanted, I believe, $4. I offered $3, and he took it. And it is a Nintendo GameCube controller. Now I believe I'll have 4 GameCube controllers finally. This thing was disgusting. I used a couple of sanitary wipes to clean as much of this. This was like a ton of gunk in there. It is still in there. I mean, I would have to open this up again to clean it, but I did a pretty good job for the timing I did for it. And that's not too bad right there. And let's see, saving the best for last here. I was over at Gotham Games, and if you don't know what that is, people, I will leave that information down at the bottom. Gotham Games is a new retro gaming store that opened in Brooklyn yesterday. And right now it stands to be the only true retro gaming store in Brooklyn. I was talking to the owner about my plight with a specific console. He helped me out, and we did an even swap, and that was for a Nintendo 64. Now my old N64 had a crack right here. Part of the controller part was missing, but it didn't hamper it, so it actually still worked, but it was just driving me nuts. And you can see right there the jumper pack is in there, and we did test it, does work. And for an extra $3, I did remember having this. Now, for a lot of people who collected, who actually got the Nintendo Deluxe set back in the day, this came with it, and I'm so glad to get this back, actually. And you'll probably make fun of me for it. And that is the Nintendo Official Player's Guide. And yes, I am actually very happy to get this. When I first got this, I read this from front to back. This is really cool. Maybe one day I'll do, open this up and show you guys how it was back in the day, kind of a thing. But I'm glad to get that. And last off, ladies and gentlemen, I did see this. At first I wasn't going to get it, but I was like, I'm never going to see something like this. And through some of the purging, downsizing the collection, I did get rid of a lot more stuff, but I got a little bit back, so it's not too bad. It was a decent even trade, and I got cash back for it, and I'm glad to get this in my collection, and that is the Neo Geo Pocket Color. Yeah, very unique handheld. It was competing with the Game Boy Color at the time back then. To show you that it does work. Okay, so the only one thing that is wrong with this is that the CR2032 battery is dead, so that needs to be replaced. So leave it right there for now. But I picked 4 games, 4 really good games. There was a couple I saw I wasn't really too into. I passed up on them, but I picked 4 games that I wanted, and right here is Metal Slug First Mission, Samurai Showdown 2, and 2 box games, which I'm really happy to get. I definitely want to check these out, see how they are. One I'm pretty obvious, I know how it's going to be. With the other, I'm actually intrigued by. The first one here is Pac-Man, and the last game here is Sonic the Hedgehog Pocket Adventure. And yeah, that's about it, people. That's my pickups here for January 2015. And, you know, pretty much I'm probably going to be doing this. It'll just be a little easier depending on how much stuff or how less stuff I get. I'm not going to separate. I will keep the GameStop Dumpster Dive videos separate from this just because it will take way too long. And that's about it, people. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you for enduring a very long video here. And, you know, if you have any questions or comments, always feel free to leave them down at the bottom. And you can check me out on Facebook and Twitter for all the cool stuff that I got here. And that's about it. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching, and have a great night. Cheers.